It's Pete from Cheap Homesteading, and today we're going to start incubating some eggs. Spring is so busy, and I've been holding off starting the incubator because I had other things to do. But in the spring, we really need to get your own eggs started in the incubator so you can have the chicks at a decent time and they can start laying before winter. The easiest way is just to go out and buy chicks already hatched, and they seem cheap enough. They're about $2 a chick. You get them. They're already sexed. You know that they're hens, not roosters. So there's a lot of positives to it, but I found, man, they can get expensive. They're only $2 each, but at least where I am, it costs about $50 per order just for shipping. So I find that kind of outrageous to cost $50 plus the chicks. So minimum you're going to spend is probably $75 to $100. And you really don't need to spend that. You can put it into your own incubator. My first incubator I had was the cheapest incubator you can get off of eBay or Amazon. You've probably seen this. It's a little dome type incubator. I have had success with it, but it's spotty at best. And then I went out and I bought a Harris Farm Nutri-Right 360, and this is an incredible incubator. I've had great success with it, and I feel a lot more confident with it. It has a lot of nice features, like there's an external fill port for your water, so you don't have to open up the incubator. It's got a built-in candler, so you can put your egg on and see if it's developing nicely. And it rotates itself. So that is a lot packed in this little incubator. It's super, super reliable. I've had lots of success with it. I would definitely recommend it. This thing, I've had some success, but it's not very accurate. And it does work relatively good. It's just, it's a $35 incubator. You kind of get what you pay for. I would definitely recommend this incubator if you're using it to keep your flock numbers up and replace chickens and that. So that is pretty reliable. If you bought this, you will get some hatch, but I haven't had tons of great success. But it does work. You can do it. So today we're going to get both incubators up and running, the cheap eBay, Amazon incubator, and the Nutri-Right 360 incubator. We're going to get both of them up and going. And hopefully in 21 days we're going to get some chicks, because that's how long it takes to develop. So first thing I did was I collect eggs for a couple days, and then I wash them off, and I dip them in a bleach solution very quickly, and then I wipe them off. A lot of people will say the eggs have a coating on them and then you get less hatch rate if you wash them. I found that I get better hatch rate if I wash the eggs, dip them in bleach solution, wipe them off, and then put them in the incubator, because this is a damp, hot environment, and it is perfect for bacteria to grow, and they can go into these shells and it can damage the egg. I've had better luck with just disinfecting the eggs and putting them in and trying to keep everything clean. Other people, maybe they have better luck with just putting the eggs straight in, but for me, I end up disinfecting them, and that works the best. So they recommend you get them up to temperature, you get the humidity stable and everything, and then you put the eggs in. But I found, I kind of know where the settings are supposed to be with this. So we are going to throw the water in it. We're going to put the eggs in, both of them, and just fire it up. The humidity level and everything should settle down in the next couple hours, and then I can try to tweak it to get it to the right temperature. So let's get it ready. We're going to start off with the Nutri-Right 360 incubator, and I'm going to take the eggs. The only thing you have to know about this, the eggs have to fit loosely in these compartments, because if they don't, if they're big enough that they get jammed, they won't turn. So you kind of have to make sure that they fit good. This incubator really does fit a lot of eggs. It fits 22 eggs, which is one of the bigger incubators, especially with this type of system. So we're gonna throw the lid on. There's little notches on the side that you set it down in. We are gonna plug the incubator in. So you plug in the egg turner, and that's the wire from the bottom. Plug it in there. And then here's your power supply. So to set it up, we're going to press menu. It shows 0 days to hatch, so we need to reset it. And then if I check, there's 21 days to hatch. It's 78 right now. And if I leave it, it'll tell me what the temperature is set to. Okay, so now I'm going to fill up the A slot. Whenever it settles out, I find it somewhere around here is a good spot for the little vent to be open. So we're going to let this settle out just a little bit, and then we are going to come back and take a look. So what I'm going to do is lift the cover off, lift the egg tray out. Oh, by the way, I've disinfected all the incubators. You want everything to be nice and clean. We're going to fill this tray with some water. Try not to get it in the motor. Oh, like I just did. There we go. This incubator, I filled it up with water. You try to keep that sensor right here. So what I'm going to do is put in about 4 eggs. Because I know that big eggs don't really fit in there, and I put them point down. And as long as I can shut this without actually, without the eggs actually touching the outside, I think that is good. So we're going to try 4 eggs in there and see how they do. It gives them a little more room too to hatch, because there isn't really that much room in there. Set the incubator in here in the hutch, and I'm going to go plug it in. So we set the temperature to 38, and the temperature is going to slowly rise. We'll watch it. So we got water in it, it's set up, it's running. Every day I'll have to come out, fill the tray underneath the eggs, and we have to rotate the eggs twice a day, every day. And in that, it's kind of hard to rotate. They say just to tilt the tray back and forth. So once a day you have to fill up the water and move the eggs, and then say at night you go out and you just move the eggs again. Everything is manual on this. It doesn't turn the eggs on their own. And with the tray, they say just to lift the tray out and move it. That's how I've done it, because that was how they told you how to do it in the manual. But this time, I think with 4 eggs in it, I'm just going to move them around and put them back in the incubator. We're just going to see if that works a bit better. Well, we'll soon find out anyways. You know what, I feel pretty confident with this. That one there, we've had a bit of a mixed pass. I mean, I have got some hatch out, but I'm doing a little bit different. I don't think that I actually sanitized the eggs before putting them in that one the first time. And people say you shouldn't, but I feel like I get a better hatch rate if I do. So that might be the difference there. And I think when I roll them, when I move the eggs, I'm going to lift them out, turn them, and then put them back in. Hopefully that just makes the difference. I'll keep doing update videos periodically about my chick hatching, and that's about enough for today. So you guys have a good one.